Our next inductee is Emily Heckl Carrera, and here to introduce her is Winthrop Assistant Provost Tim Durkee. Come on up, Tim.
Thank you, Mike. Emily reached out to me a couple weeks ago and asked me to do her introduction, and I felt extremely proud to do so because she was one of our best. And as a person who's followed the volleyball team here for now 26 years, it's been a lot of fun with lots of very good teams. But from 2003 to 2007, Winthrop volleyball had a historic run. 5 straight tournament championships, 5 trips to the NCAA tournament, a 65-match winning streak in conference play, including 3 undefeated seasons in 04, 05, and 06. From those teams, 4 outstanding athletes and a coach have already been inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I'm happy today that we're finally bringing in the setter from 3 of those seasons. Our honoree is still on the Winthrop records list in several categories. 8th in service aces, 8th in career hitting percentage, 5th in games played, and 1st in career assists. She holds the top 3 spots for most assists in a season, the most assists in a 5-game match, and was the 3rd Eagle to be named All-Conference 3 times. At the conference level, she ranks highly in several categories. She ranks 1st, 4th, and 5th on season total assists. Led the Big South in assists in 03, 04, and 06. She ranked 9th in total matches played, tied with most of her teammates over that stretch, and 6th on career assists, which even stands up with the COVID 5-year setters. As a freshman, she was a 2-time Freshman of the Week, Player of the Week once, and named to the All-Freshman and All-Tournament team. As a sophomore, 2nd team All-Conference. As a senior, 2nd team All-Conference, named to the All-Academic team and an Academic All-District honoree. That year, she was also named the Big South Conference Volleyball Scholar Athlete of the Year. As an individual in the Provost's office, I think that feat alone should get you into the Hall of Fame, being the Scholar Athlete of the Year. She graduated from Winthrop in May of 2007 with a major in political science and minors in Spanish and social sciences. It is with great pleasure that I present for induction into the Winthrop Hall of Fame, Emily Heckl Carrera.
This is Mateo. He is not yet going into the Hall of Fame, but maybe someday, right, buddy? So it has been a really interesting process preparing for tonight. It's been a trip down memory lane, and it's been a wonderful exercise in gratitude. And luckily for me, one of my dear friends who I met here my junior year at Winthrop, her name is Megan Perry. She's here with her son, Trey. She's been helping me seek out reasons to be grateful. And what I've come to realize is that I'm beyond grateful for Winthrop. And now when I say Winthrop, I'm referring to the people who shaped my experience here. The people who shaped me while I was here. Yeah, just like Papa. People like Megan, this incredible friend who shaped me as a person, a coach, a wife, and now as a mother. People like, I just got introduced by Tim Durkee, who is one of the most loyal, incredible volleyball fans. Not only was he at almost all of her games, but he made us seem like we were more than just an athlete. He knew us as students. He also approved my very absurd request to one semester take 24 credit hours. And what's amazing here is he did approve it, but it was his way of approving it. He approved it with gusto, with confidence, and it made me feel like maybe I could do it. Maybe my absurd request wasn't really that absurd at all. He shaped me by granting me an opportunity to think that I was more capable than I realized. Tim, thank you for that wonderful introduction, and thank you for all the support and encouragement you gave me as an athlete here. So I've got some more people to thank, like Tim and Meg, and I've got to start with the coaches. So Coach Joel and Andrea McCartney, credit must be given where credit is due, were instrumental in the incredible success of our program, and for me personally as an athlete. Joel got me to Winthrop, and he did so by taking the time to write me a handwritten recruiting note. And then he sat down with me face to face, and he told me that if I came to Winthrop, I would be a champion, I would make an impact, and that I would make memories that would last forever. What's magical here is that during my recruiting process, during that time in my life, my family was going through the throes of grief, having just lost my younger brother, Tyler. And during that time, I was really isolated and really lost. My sense of self, sense of worth, I was just struggling. So the fact that he wrote me a handwritten note, the fact that he believed I would make a difference, that I would matter to Winthrop volleyball, I committed on my visit, which I came to without my parents, thinking I would never commit here. I'm incredibly grateful for that note, for the McCartneys finding me in Corrales, New Mexico, and for the club coaches that stuck with me during that difficult time.
You can absolutely go down. You want to go down?
Mama. So fall sports have it the best. I might have to give a shout out to my amazing husband, who is also an incredible baseball player, to come get him. Thank you, Rocco. That's my oldest. So he's good. If he wants to, he can. So fall sports have it the best. We get to arrive on campus before everybody else, and we kind of get to feel like we own the place. That freshman year preseason, I remember the most. And now it wasn't just because the McCartneys picked me up from nationals and drove me straight here, but it was because of Mary Hawk, who is now Mary Hawk Leventis. Because she hosted me on her living room floor with Lindsay Remmers, and 5 of us freshmen had the best preseason of our lives. Mary Hawk was not only an incredible teammate, an incredible volleyball player, but also was my coach. At one time, she had to give me her shoes because I had sweat so much during the game that I was literally making puddles on the court. And she was the type of coach that gave me her shoes willingly and then put on my sweaty ones. So while us 5 freshmen crashed on air mattresses on the living room floor, enduring 2-a-day, 3-a-day, sometimes it felt like 4-a-day training sessions, we found a way to love every moment. Coach Joel's system of training was brutal. We ran a very fast, aggressive, no rooms for error offense, and the style of training demanded relentless pursuit of excellence. But we brought into that system of training, or maybe we had to bring love into that system of training because of Coach Andrea and her infectious love and joy for the sport. She would show up at practice like it was the best moment of her day, and it was so infectious that you just had to join into that. That training and her love of the game helped me realize that you can be a mom and you can be successful at whatever you set your heart to. You see, the McCartneys were incredible recruiters, and I played alongside greats. I got to play alongside physical giants who were not only mentally strong volleyball players, but were huge. I played with Taryn Serba, who's not only one of my best friends and was my freshman year roommate, but she's a Hall of Fame member too, and one of the fastest arms I ever had the privilege of setting. I got to play with Tori Grafman and Sierra Reynolds, who came here with me to Winthrop from New Mexico. I got to play with Shannon Sitzman, with Lindsay and Neely Remmers, who taught me what hard work really looks like. I got to set the ball from Sarah Mae Billingsley and Pohai Nuhiva, Caitlin Cleary, Emily Stockman, Bethany Wagner, Kelly Taylor, Tara Tepke, Kelly Kirkwood. I know I need to stop listing people because who here knows everyone I'm talking about, but what I'm trying to express is that each and every one of my teammates, even Chandra Janist, who beat me out of my starting role my junior year, were incredible. They were talented, they were hardworking, they were humble. And when you put us together, we just all pushed one another to top levels of greatness that we didn't know was possible and that maybe Joel knew was possible. I'm so grateful for every woman that I played alongside. They have shaped me as an athlete. Thank you, baby girl. They have shaped me as an athlete and as a person. We've gotten to be in one another's weddings. We've gotten to see each other have children. We've gotten to watch one another grow. While I was here at Winthrop, they helped me redefine what commitment, hard work, and what strength look like. And they taught me how to be a teammate. No record of mine and no honor of mine is possible without them. One of the most dramatic ways that Winthrop shaped me was actually not on the volleyball court, but it was academically. I honestly do not know how I was admitted to this prestigious institution. My high school transcript left a lot to be desired. And yet, here at Winthrop, God brings into my life Dr. Karen Kudrowski and her team at the Political Science Department. Somehow, it was an error. I was registered for a 300-level political science class my freshman fall with Dr. Kurdowski. But she took the time to mentor me, to encourage me, and to make me feel like I could be a successful student. Then throw into that mix Dr. Disney, who hired me to transcribe her fascinating research in Spanish and English, Dr. Huffman, who hired me to work in the Social and Behavioral Research Lab, who then promoted me to manager, and then Dr. Belk, who inspired me in every class and made me want to use words like ameliorate and precocious in everyday conversations. These professors, their faith in me as a student made me believe in myself as a person. Their willingness to give me jobs, their willingness to see something in me I didn't know was there, they shaped my confidence, their support, and even their good humor, including Dr. Huffman. I am forever grateful for the mark that they left on me. And it wasn't just the political science department for me either, but the history department, led by Dr. Wilson, you're amazing, who took me abroad to China, opening my eyes to my ability to navigate travel, to Dr. Johnston and his wonderful wife, who would have us over for dinner and make us feel like we were so important in his home, to Dr. Stonebreaker, who inspired me to broaden my focus to statistics, and to President Dr. DeGiorgio and his wonderful wife, Gail, who knew each one of us by name, cheered us on in the stands, and made every Winthrop volleyball player feel like our hard work was making Winthrop proud. Even after graduating, my experiences and connections at Winthrop continued to shape my life. Angela McGuire, who some of you may know is the wife of Coach Mack here at the baseball program, she talked me into coaching collegiate volleyball, and she actually had to talk me into it. But she and Andrew McCartney were the two most powerful influences on my coaching style. They were loving, they showed up with great energy, and they demanded success. After Queens, hold on one moment, we need a little mama discipline here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Now you can stay up there, but we're not calling over tables. Thank you, baby.
After Queens, I was lucky enough to get scooped up by Chris Willis at Davidson College. Chris Willis is here tonight with his beautiful wife, Leslie. Hello, guys. And this man, y'all, I mean, wow. While working with Willis, I grew to understand that you could be a champion without winning a championship every year. And I know that sounds strange, but the program that Mary and I got to play for, it was absurd. We won not only championships, but we would be undefeated against the entire conference. We wouldn't lose a set. And so losing was really, really, really hard for me. And I didn't understand that you could learn more sometimes from losing than you could from winning. But I think because of Coach Willis and the joy in which he lives his life, the kindness that he leads with, I think that's why now, as a homeschooling mama, I constantly repeat this mantra to my children, that Carreras are kind and that Carreras can find joy in every situation, no matter how difficult it may be. Being an Eagle has brought me so much joy, and I am grateful that Tom Hickman and Joel McCartney gave me a scholarship that allowed me to travel across the United States and become an Eagle. And there's one last person that I need to talk about tonight. This person is the handsomest man in the room. His name is Christopher Rocco Carrera. He was number 18 on the Winthrop baseball roster, starting second baseman, and he was also known as Goose. This man is incredible, and he has always been. He was in college, after college, on a good day, on a bad day. Goose is consistent in his love, his laughter, and his pursuit to be the best man and father to these wonderful feral children that he can be. He is adoring and committed. He supports me and is the best friend that I could ever have. Together we have made a life that is beautiful and messy and very loud, and I love it. As a result of my excellent choice in marrying him, I also was lucky enough to gain Chris and Tammy Carrera as in-laws, who I would be remiss to not say thank you to them for being incredible grandparents to our 4 phenomenal children. And I'd also like to say happy 65th birthday to Tammy. It's Monday, so happy birthday to my wonderful mother-in-law. Thank you to my parents, my big sister Allie, for raising me to be competitive, to value hard work, and to always rise up to a challenge. Saying things like no guts, no glory, no shortcuts, finish the job like a Heckl, Or if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Come here, baby. These really did stick with me and help me to push myself hard as a student athlete. I'm lucky enough to have my mom and dad here with me tonight. And my dad...
It's okay, Daisy. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
This is number 4. He doesn't let anybody hold him.
No way.
My mom and dad are here tonight, and my dad has really inspired me in these past years, as he has risen to the challenge of caring for my sweet mama through severe health challenges. I am so proud of you, and I am grateful that you are showing myself and my children that unconditional love might not always be pretty, but it is beautiful.
Papa.
Thank you for your attention this evening through all the distractions. Thank you to the Hall of Fame committee for selecting me for this incredible honor. Congratulations to the 2026 Hall of Fame inductees, and thank you to Winthrop University for finding a young girl who needed a little help to become more confident, and who now gets to be kind and find joy any way she can. Go Eagles.